So good morning. Welcome to the daily meditation. Thanks for joining me, joining us all. I think one of the nice things is that we have a little group of people who join daily, and it's nice that we're all here together. So welcome, and thank you for being here. I thought today I would continue talking about the antidotes. I talked about the first three antidotes last week, and so there are some common obstacles that arise. Hi, Shara. I don't know if you're new, but welcome. Thanks for being here. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes here, like 5 minutes, talking about antidotes. There are a lot of things that might arise as obstacles to your sitting practice. Good morning, Karen. And I talked about some of the antidotes, so I thought I'd talk about a couple more antidotes today. And so the fourth antidote to the obstacles to meditation is what's called Shin Jang. And Shin meaning thorough, and Jang, Jang, meaning process. So a thoroughly processed mind. And it is a quality of experiencing a sense of virtue or wholeness. It happens as a result of regular practice. And I've talked quite a bit about this, that having a daily practice is preferable to one long session once a week or two long sessions in a month or something. Just this daily habit makes your mind more workable and pliable. Good morning, Tamara. We're talking about the antidotes this morning. And the qualities of this thoroughly processed mind are a mind that is pliable and interested. And so there's a great example in The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama, which I do recommend if you haven't read it. There's a great example that he was out walking with the author, whose name is escaping me right at this moment, but it'll come back to me. And he was walking from the place where he was staying to the place where he was going to be leading a meditation. And it was outdoors. And when he stepped outdoors, he looked out at the horizon and commented on how beautiful the panorama was. And then he took a few more steps and he bent over and he looked at a flower and he noticed how beautiful the flower was. And this is this example of the pliancy of mind, the ability to take in the whole panorama and the ability to take in the single flower. And when we practice in meditation, we don't realize, but we're creating this quality of pliability or flexibility that our mind is able to move instead of being rigid and stuck. And I think we've all had the experience of talking to someone when their mind is stuck. It often happens with misunderstandings. So somebody thinks you said something that you didn't say, and they get stuck on that thing that you did not say. And it can cause an argument. Or you probably have known someone in your life who has either a belief or an opinion that is immovable, and you can see this quality in their mind, this sort of concrete quality that nothing can get through. So when we meditate, what we're doing is we're sort of softening up our minds, making it workable like clay. Then, good morning, Stacy. And then the other quality of this workability of mind, or this pliancy of mind, is this quality of inquisitiveness. And after many years of meditation, I really cannot exaggerate the usefulness of inquisitiveness. It is something that we can use in our own meditation practice. So when we're sitting, we can look at the thoughts bubbling up, and we can notice that our thoughts are maybe violent or sad or jubilant or whatever. We notice these thoughts coming up, and we can notice the quality of them, and we can be inquisitive about, where is that coming from? Why is that happening right now? What are these thoughts? But in the same way, we can be inquisitive about the world. So my nose is just itching like crazy this morning. I'm sorry. Does that mean something? Money coming? Winning lottery ticket? Need more sleep? I don't know. Anyway, um, we can take this pliancy of mind and this inquisitiveness out into the world. And if we're willing, we can pause and say, what's happening right now? What's happening right now? What is the situation that I'm in? Why is everyone frustrated or tired? Or why is somebody using a irritated tone of voice right now? And instead of acting and reacting, we're inquisitive about what's happening now. And sometimes it only takes 2 seconds for us to just pause and go, what's happening right now? And you can feel this quality of mind softening up. And so when you are having difficulty meditating, you can begin to study this quality of pliancy of mind in your meditation. You can notice, are you taking in the whole panorama and the single flower? Are you questioning what is happening here right now? Are you observing, making deep observations about your thinking and the people around you and what's happening in the environment, really taking it all in? So we'll continue on with some antidotes later. There's 6, and we're up to, that was number 4, so there's a couple more to go. And so today, I think it pairs nicely with doing the silence, stillness, and space meditation. So we're going to do that today. And I just invite you today, particularly, to bring this quality of inquisitiveness to what's happening in your practice. So let's go ahead and get started. And before you really settle down, take a moment to do all the things that you need to do to get comfortable. So if you need a blanket to be warm, or a pillow to support your knees, or something softer underneath your seat so that your chair is not uncomfortable, just do everything that you need to do so that you're able to settle into your seat. That's really what this quality of stillness is about, is being able to settle in your seat. So sitting up nice and straight, palms down, resting on your thighs. Shoulders are back and down, straighten up your neck. You can close your eyes. And just begin by noticing this quality of being a breathing body hanging out in space. And you can notice the phenomenal world around you. You might notice the feeling of your feet touching the earth. You can notice the way that your sits bones connect with your seat. Notice the temperature in the room, the sounds around you. Let's take 3 big, deep breaths in and long breaths out, just to relax a little further. So now you should be just feeling this sense of being in the present moment, not having a separate mind thinking and a body reacting, but just one presence living in the moment. So just allow yourself, if you need to move at all to be comfortable, allow yourself to adjust. If you need to sit up straighter, adjust in your seat. And then settle into this quality of stillness, feeling your feet resting on the earth, your calves and your shins still and resting. Knees and thighs resting in the present moment. You can feel this stillness sort of rising up into your torso, around your heart center, into your shoulders, along your neck, up into your head, descending down your upper arm, then your lower arm, and in your hands and your fingertips. And then in this moment of stillness, descending inwards, moving towards the center of your torso and then down into your belly, and feeling this sense of your consciousness resting here inside your body. No activity is required, no thinking or doing, just resting. So you can just sit in stillness for a few minutes. So now continuing to hold this place of stillness, we move into silence. So we're not referring here to the outer silence. We're talking about a quality of inner silence, which is characterized by a lack of argumentation. So in this silence, there's this sense of resting in the moment just as it is. And if you notice sounds or distractions, there's no argument with them. We just allow them to be in this unbiased space. And we apply inquisitiveness to our thoughts and to this interior space without any commentary, judgment, criticism, argumentation. And when the thoughts arise, we notice them and we set them very gently aside, as if we are moving a bubble with a feather without bursting it. So this silence is very gentle and accepting. So we'll sit like this for a few minutes. Now, when you're ready, you can begin to explore spaciousness. And just as the stillness and the silence were interior experiences, now we're exploring space inside of our bodies. So just noticing this sense of infinity or space might be helpful for you to start down at the root of your energy, 3 fingers below your belly button and 3 fingers inside your interior. And notice this kind of energy or spark. And then extending outward, exploring the interior space in your body, looking for the boundaries between your body and the outside world, searching where the edge of your consciousness is. So we'll sit like this for a few minutes. And now allowing that stillness, silence, and spaciousness to dissolve. And just returning to your regular shamatha practice, you might want to open your eyes slightly and rest for just a moment in the present moment. Just hanging out in space, noticing your breath very lightly going in and out. So thank you for being here today, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Um, and we will do tomorrow will be slogans, and I learned that Gracie, that just recently joined us, is studying the slogans separately. So that'll be a nice addition to have her here if she can join us. Okay, so when we close here, hands in Anjali at our heart center and bow. Before we do that, I'm going to say the dedication of merit just to offer the benefit of this sitting session to all sentient beings. By this merit, may all attain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing, from the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. Thank you all for being here. I will just say that those of you who have been meditating for a few years now probably know the dedication of merit at this point, and you are welcome to join in when I say it. Normally, if we were actually sitting in a room together, we would all say it together. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.